Good morning everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm starting this vlog like it's a video, but yes, I'm actually going to be vlogging today because I tried to film a vlog recently of me trying to kind of get back into like an old routine and everything like that, and it just was not working. I think because I have adapted since lockdown, and I have like my routine has changed since lockdown started, and just, you know, obviously part of my routine is also kind of centered around my boyfriends as well, because it does make things a little easier. I know I shouldn't do that, but that's just the way my routine works out. And for the last few months it has been like okay, but it's now approaching September. I think this vlog actually goes up in this vlog will probably end up going up in September. It's approaching September, and I realised that, you know, if I'm going to be going back, like physically going back to college, I'm going to have to start waking up at, I have to start waking up at 6 AM again, like, and maybe like even 5:45. At the moment I've been waking up between 8 and 9, or like between like I guess 7:30 and 8:30. I've kind of gotten to that point where like things are starting to change, but it's a very slow process. I'm actually going to open this email that I just got because it's about college enrollment. So this is just all about money, more money. So this isn't like about like when my enrollment day is, it's basically just like safety and that kind of thing. I've been trying to kind of force myself into a routine recently, and like I said, it's just not working. And one of the other things that I've been doing recently, which I probably should not have done, is I've been watching like my old vlogs back from the beginning of the year, like January, February, March time, before, you know, all of this lockdown happened. I just started, you know, missing that life. One of the things that I started missing was my dark hair, you know, because I obviously had it like dyed dark brown, and now it has really like faded. As you can see, like my blonde roots have definitely gone through, and my hair has also gotten really long. I don't really plan on getting a haircut anytime soon, but one of the things I would really like to do soon is just like sort the colour of my hair out, because you can kind of see the blonde comes to about here now. That's how much my hair has grown, like from my roots to this point. That's how much my hair has grown. So I really need to sort the colour of my hair out now. You know, obviously I've been trying to force myself into a new routine, and like it's just not been working, because one of the things that, you know, I've realised, and something that I only realised this morning, is that and I think this probably goes for everyone, when you like eat and sleep is the most important, because it kind of structures out the rest of your day. So for example, I don't really get to sleep until like 1 or 2 AM in the morning, and I usually wake up between like 8 and 9, which is kind of bad because I never used to be like that. And then I'll have breakfast at about 9:30, and then I'll usually start my day at about 10, have lunch at about 2, so I have like 4 hours of solid work. Then I'll have lunch at 2, and then at 4 I will, you know, get on with the rest of the work that I need to do. For a while I have been, you know, obviously making the most of that routine. I've been enjoying it, but because I'm now like getting into a new like stage of my life, and I will be going back to college soon, that routine is starting, you know, to become something that I don't really value anymore. Like basically it's something that I know needs changing, but it's taking a lot of work to change, because you know, on a good night, I will get to sleep before midnight and wake up between 7 and 8. That's a good night, but it's very rare. And so my sleep has probably been the biggest issue recently. When you get like so anxious, like if you're an anxiety ridden person, you'll know that like it is really hard to get to sleep at night. I mean, I have been like dealing with anxiety for, I want to say, almost 7 years now. Ever since I started secondary school when I was like 11, 12, I have been dealing with anxiety. And I don't want to say like suffering with anxiety, because it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it does have its bad elements, like with sleep and everything, because sleep has just always been very important to me. And so that will be like, when I do like try to get back into an earlier routine, I will have to be like a bit more strict with myself, like times that I go to bed, and that's the main thing. But then obviously eating as well. Recently, obviously, like I've said, I've had breakfast at about 9:30, like 9, 9:30 sort of time, then lunch around 2, dinner around like 8 or 9, which is quite a late dinner. I mean, for some people I know that's like normal, but I know some people, for some people I know that is quite late. Your eating schedule has some sort of impact on sleeping, because if I'm having dinner between like 8 and 9, I have to wait a couple hours before I like to get into bed. So that means that I'm getting into bed at like 10, 11 at night, which obviously then means it just keeps going around and around in a circle, and it's just not getting any better. And it's not ideal, because obviously, like I've said, with going back to college, I will be like going back to a normal schedule, as in waking up at 6 a.m, getting to college between like 8 and 9, lunch around 12, 12 to 1, and then finishing the day at like 4 or 5. Yeah, I miss that, but it's going to take a lot of work to get back into that kind of routine. And so this vlog was originally going to be like me trying to, get back into things and, trying to get back into a routine, but I've been thinking about it, and because it's not been working, I just thought, give yourself some grace. You've still got a few weeks until you go back to college. And I think one of the other things is that I am gonna like bring a quote into this, because I think it's really important. I just feel like I haven't really been appreciating, my life at the moment, and the way it's been, because my boyfriend's been busy with work. I've not been able to really see him, and while I miss him, it gives me a lot more time to do the things that I want to do. And so there are always going to be pros and cons of that situation. I guess this vlog is just going to be me trying to, make the most of, where I am in my life, and just trying to, appreciate it and be grateful for where I am in my life right now. I kind of want this vlog to have that kind of message, and that is, you can't get hung up on where you'd rather be, that you forget to make the most of where you are. And I think the first time I ever heard that quote was from Passengers, like the sci-fi movie. If you've never seen that, I highly recommend it, because it's a really good movie. It's actually one of my favourites. It's one of my all-time favourites. I haven't watched a movie in like a long time, like an actual like DVD I haven't watched in a really long time. So that is what this vlog is going to be, just centered around that quote. And today, I think I'm actually gonna vlog it for like the rest of the week until Saturday, because that's kind of like my plan for this vlog. Today I am going to be starting the day with, some bullet journaling, but today is going to be kind of a mixture of different things. I need to start filling out my monthly habits. As I've been journaling, not really journaling, but as I've been using this as a bullet journal, I have definitely realised that I have made a few mistakes. in this process. Where am I? So 17th of August. Oh, I've done that. I can take that off. Just my weekly goals here. I don't know if you can see it, but here I've got about finish editing and upload wardrobe organisation, which would have gone up in August. I've basically also started on the 3rd draft of Scarlet Blood Skies, and so I'm going to be working on that this afternoon. I'm really excited about that, but one of the first tasks of the day that I need to do is actually editing.
So the first thing I did was flip through my bullet journal and just fill it out. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm basically just filling out my sleep tracker at this point. I just love having a sleep tracker, and I like the format I use because it's easy. And then I just coloured in my habit tracker, which is very colourful. And after I filled out my bullet journal, I opened Lightworks, which is the editing software I use, and I just started editing. I think it was my most recent video. I think it's actually the authortube swap I did with a bunch of other authortubers. I'm going to try to leave a link to that video down in the description for you to check out.
I've got my favourite candle burning. It's actually quite hot because I think I've had it burning for like half an hour now. Yes, you might be able to tell that it is a lovely rainy day today. I am loving for it and living for it because the last few days we've just had recently we've just had this heat wave, and I am just so excited that it's now finally raining, and it's just incredibly relaxing. I think when you have too much of warm weather, the novelty wears off. Typical British summer, but I love it. Talking about weather is also very British. I'm going to actually now go and grab myself another drink because I've run out, and it is now about 12 o'clock, so I think I'm going to have my lunch around 1. But ideally I would love to finish editing this video before I even have my lunch. So yeah, I've also now said goodbye to my boyfriend. He's starting work soon. So I have the time to myself to get that editing done.
And then at this point I was just kind of finishing editing the video. So I was adding in all of the music that I wanted to include in the video, just kind of listening to all of them to see which ones I liked the most for the video. I always do this, and then I just added them in, and I just find this to be the most fun part of editing. I just love it. I love editing all of the audio together. It's one of my favourite parts, like I just said. And so that's what I did.
is now coming up to 3 o'clock, and I actually kind of forgot to mention that today is actually a Wednesday, the 19th of August. I almost forgot the month there. So today feels like kind of a weird day, because even though it's like the middle of the week, it feels like a weekend. I think it's because of the rain and just the easy flow of the day, I guess. I did just have my new work shoes delivered. Not just the one, I promise. My other one is actually on my right foot, because this is the left one. I now have new shoes for work. They feel pretty nice, and I just quite like them. And I quite like the fact that they've got a bit of a heel on them. And obviously, like, my old work shoes I've had since October 2018, they of course have like definitely flattened out. I'm actually going to be getting some work done on Scarlet Blood Skies, even though I'm going to have to admit that I do feel slightly anxious about working on the third draft, because if you didn't know, once I get to chapter 17, I'm rewriting the rest of the entire book, and it's just quite scary. But I think I'm building it up in my head to be a bad thing when I haven't even got there yet. So I'm gonna try and relax and just take my time. Now it's just kind of gone 25 past 7, and I was going to say it looks quite dark, but it actually looks quite bright. No clue why, because it's quite dark outside. Not like dark, but like it's grey. But it has stopped raining, which, because it's now almost 7:30, I have now decided that I am done with Scarlet Blood Skies, like the third draft, for the day, because I have now done, I think it's like, I have now done 3 40-minute sessions and 2 30 minutes, which actually brings like my daily total up to 180 minutes, which is 3 hours exactly, which I'm really happy with, because I just feel like that's a good like amount of time for me in a day. Like, that's a good day for me, but like, obviously I do have like my better days, my days where things go really well, like the days where I do over 200 minutes. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so I think that's probably going to be all I do for today. I think the only thing I'm really going to do this evening is, obviously I'm going to have dinner probably in like an hour. I think I'm also going to upload my video and get that all done and ready for next Thursday, because there are like a lot of links I need to put in the description as well. I've now done the first 18 chapters of the 3rd draft, which I'm really happy with, because my goal for today was to get up to chapter 17, I believe, and I have obviously surpassed that, so I am slightly ahead of the game. So I'm getting closer to the chapter that the rewrite starts, which I actually got wrong the other, like, I think it was, well, I don't know where I said it or if I said it, but I originally thought that chapter 17 was like the cut-off point, to start the rewriting. It turns out it's actually chapter 22, which does make sense, because there are 42 chapters in total. Yeah, that is actually going to be it for today, and like I said, I'm literally just going to be doing some more YouTube work this evening, just to round off the day.
And then the next day, yes, I started to feel the effects of the illness. I still don't know what it is as I'm editing this, as I'm saying this. I really started to feel the effects, so I didn't actually do like an introductory to the day. I just filmed this clip, kind of just showing more of the behind the scenes of like my YouTube life. I was just filling out a load of metadata for my authortube swap video. That, like I said, that will be linked down in the description for you to check out. After filling in the metadata, I then just started editing the thumbnail together, which is actually another favourite part of the process for me. I don't know what it is, but I think it's the fact that everything is coming together and the video is fully edited and polished, and the thumbnail is just one of the biggest parts of that.
Good morning, everyone. It's only just literally the morning, as in there are a few minutes until midday. However, yes, you can probably tell that I have a cough. It also feels like something is wedged in the back of my throat, and I don't know what, but I can assure you it is not COVID. I don't have a temperature, I don't feel hot. I think it is literally just a cough, but I don't know what's caused it. But anyway, good morning everyone. It is now Thursday. It is the 20th of August, and I have my bullet journal right here with me. You're probably wondering, why are you starting the day so late? I didn't. I actually spent this morning doing some YouTube things. So I have filmed a video, which I need to figure out when that's going up, by the way. Oh, okay, so it's going up next Sunday, so I kind of need to kind of have that ready. Yes, it's that bad. I think I should probably take some paracetamol, but anyway, yes. I have filmed a video. I've also uploaded my most recent video as well, which is my authortube swap video. So if you haven't seen that yet, that will be linked down below in the description for you to check out. I would say I'd put it in the cards, but I have a really bad habit of, you know, saying that and then never doing that. So I'll try and leave it linked down in the description and at the end of this video. I also don't think talking is helping me, but the plan for the rest of the day is a bunch of just writing stuff. It's now about 25 to 1. I have like taken some cough medicine, but I haven't taken any paracetamol just because I didn't really think it would help me. And I'm now just on the Superdrug website, and I would really like to, you know, order my hair dye. So it comes next week, ideally. I know how long Superdrug can take to deliver. I basically just need to decide on a colour and order. I can't remember the last time I vlogged. I think it may have been Thursday, I want to say. It is now Saturday the 22nd of August. The idea of this vlog was that today was going to be the last day, but I'm not entirely sure about that now because I haven't, you know, vlogged for my August monthly writing vlog for a while. So at some point I do need to like do some vlogging for that. But so this cough is something that I should really talk about, because otherwise I feel like I'm just going to get like a lot of questions. My voice sounds different. I know I'm going to get questions just being like, oh, why are you coughing? Recently I've just been like, I guess maybe just pushing myself a bit too much, which means my body is now trying to tell me to slow down. And to be honest, I wasn't going to talk about this in the vlog, but I have taken like a home test, and as of right now I just have to wait for my results, but there's like, I don't think it's, you know, COVID, but I just wanted to, you know, take a test to be sure, because I've had this cough since Wednesday when I started this vlog, and I just, you know, I want to check that, you know, everything's okay, and that I very much doubt I have the virus. I just think it's, you know, my body's way of telling me to, you know, slow down, rest, and just relax, which I am really bad with. I talk about this in my recent coffee talk. I think that's already gone up by the time this goes up. Yeah, it would have done. And I kind of talked about that. Wait, did I? I don't think I did. I have a really bad tendency to push my limits without really realising it. I then end up burning out and I have to take like a few days to recharge. I also talk about this in one of my most recent blog posts, which I'm actually going to leave a link to down in the description for you to check out if you so wish to. Basically, just at this point I'm using that as just a way to do like weekly updates, and just, you know, updates on how I'm doing, like how I'm feeling and everything like that. Almost like an online journal, but like it's for other people to read, so it's not like too like deep or too personal. However, yes, it is real because it is called All Things Life for a reason. Today I should probably be relaxing again like I did yesterday. Unfortunately, I, you know, didn't go to work just because I don't want to be taking any risks. I just don't want to like risk other people's health. Like, even if I don't, you know, have the virus, I can still, you know, spread germs, and I just didn't really feel comfortable. with the whole thing. I don't really know what to do. Like, I would quite like to get some bookwork done, but I know what my boyfriend is going to say. Like, when I tell him that I've been doing bookwork, he's probably just going to say, like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, seriously, rest. Stop doing things and just give your body a break, which, to be fair, yeah, I probably should do. Next week, I think I probably talked about this at the beginning of this vlog, but next week is, I'm basically just, fingers crossed, not really doing much. My parents don't have work, so they're on about going on some like day trips out, just getting out of the house, and ideally I'd quite like to do nothing. Like, I was talking about like waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning to get things done, and I'm just like, that just doesn't seem fair, like, on my body right now. My body needs rest. I will be trying to do like little things like where I can, but like I'm not gonna like push to get things done. I just kind of want to spend the time relaxing and spending time with my family as if I was on a holiday. To be honest, I would love to be like on a holiday right now, like a campsite. I'd love that. I think I probably need that, but like obviously we're not doing that this year because of the whole like situation. Basically use next week as a staycation in a way, and so today I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, today is just gonna be a chill day. I might get some writing done, we'll see. I'm not gonna like spray any room spray today, and if I do, I want it to be like a minimal amount, just because I feel like the last time I did that it really aggravated my throat, and maybe got kind of got into my airways, and it just made me feel worse, and so I just want to spend the day relaxing. So it's now about 4:30. Yes, it's quite late, and I've barely, well, I say late, I do feel like I've barely done anything today. I'm just trying to remind myself that I've come a long way in the past like few months, mentally, physically, and you know, like in my book as well. It's slow. I feel like the thing is that obviously like I'm really excited about my book, as I should be. However, I feel like sometimes I do get a bit ahead of myself, and I'm always just like, oh, I wish like I could be a lot further along in this process, and I don't know what it is, but I just kind of need to stop doing that, because I feel like that just undermines how much I've actually done in the past like few weeks. The last like, I think I've only even been doing this for a week, like working on the third draft. I need to stop putting myself down for the work I have done and just realise how much I have done, because I've done quite a bit. I've done quite a lot. I mean, I'm on something like chapter 19 or 20 now. I am actually okay, so here's the issue. Yes, it is wardrobe related. I open it up and there is, you know, barely any, there's just, you know, barely any space in here to be able to see things. It's a bit of an issue. And obviously like it started cooling down quite a lot now, so we are getting towards the end of summer, which means like some of my summer stuff in here that I don't even wear, like there are a pair of shorts in here that I could probably get rid of, to be fair. I only sorted my wardrobe out a few weeks ago, but I just think that I kind of rushed that, and you might be able to tell in the actual video that I did kind of rush it. And yes, today I am wearing my Bad Flower top because I am obsessed with my merch tops, and I feel like they're going to be the main thing I wear for this in this upcoming like academic year. This wardrobe just really needs like my summer stuff out. A little sort through of the tops as well, because could probably get rid of maybe a couple of them. Something like this top, which I tried on the other day, and I'm just like, this, I just feel like this is not my vibe anymore. So this kind of thing can go. My wardrobe is kind of like at that stage where it's so full because I'm like, we're transitioning into like autumn/fall now. Both my summer and autumn clothes are in here, and it's just not going well. So this is the before. It has been a while since I have picked up the vlog camera, and as you can see, yes, oh my god, it is not actually like daylight, it is actually 10 to 9, and the fact it is dark outside right now actually makes me really happy. For some reason, I've just been really looking forward to like the colder weather recently, which you might have picked up on in some of my other videos. Today is Monday the 24th of August. I'm probably going to say this and then tomorrow I will wake up and feel terrible again. But for the past few days since last Wednesday, I have not felt good at all. And yes, of course, I've vlogged during that time, partly anyway, and then the weekend I didn't vlog at all just because I felt quite bad. I've had this cough since last Wednesday, which was when I actually filmed my Coffee Talk 7, and I was kind of coughing in that as well. I kind of explained at the beginning. I'm just going to explain now. Basically, over the weekend I did a home test, sent it off, and now I'm basically just waiting on my results for COVID-19. Fingers crossed I don't have it, because it's literally just like a chesty cough. I'm kind of out of breath, but like it's nothing unusual. I just don't know, but at this point I'm just like, I would accept it, you know, if I do have it, and if I don't have it then great, you know, I can just go back and, you know, resume the rest of my life. So I now have my dinner there, you can tell, and I just thought that before I start eating I would, you know, quickly finish explaining. You know, I didn't really finish talking about it and I feel kind of out of breath, but I have just been up and down the stairs. I probably don't have COVID. My result came back negative, and I am so happy because I can leave the house now. I can return to work and I can go shopping. I'm just so happy, and I don't really know what to say. I obviously still have the cough, but my COVID test came back negative. I'm just so happy it's not COVID. So it is now a lot later, as you can tell by the lighting situation, and yes, it is 8:30. The big light's on, and I can't tell you just how happy that makes me. I have like at this point just come to the conclusion that I hardly have anything for the actual monthly vlog this month. I've been thinking that this vlog has just been kind of like a journey of like kind of like a health journey with like trying to do like normal life stuff and kind of just realizing that I put a lot of pressure on myself. And well, the other thing, and yes, I've actually got my glasses on now because I don't think I had them on earlier. If I open up my bullet journal, I will show you just how much things have changed recently, because yeah, that's my habit tracker that you just saw. Just to take this week as an example of what my bullet journal like constantly looks like. It's quite busy, there's a lot going on. This is what my bullet journal like looks like normally. However, because of this week, do I turn this? I think I can probably do this. But there are things that I can tick off here. So for example, this I do actually need to upload. I'll probably do that Friday, knowing me, because I'm out tomorrow. Because this week my parents were home. Things have definitely changed. So my week overview definitely looks a lot different, because if we go back to this week, which is the 17th of August. Oh, hang on, this is my week overview for the 17th. Pretty standard, and then 17th, but then obviously this week, because it's kind of been more of like a holiday type situation, I barely have any weekly goals apart from like the most basic ones. That was last week's sleep tracker, and then this is this week's, but they just look so different, like the weekly overview or the week overview, because that's what the actual header is. They just all look so different. I've literally got nothing in Friday, Saturday or Sunday, and to be honest, I don't know if I will fill them out, because it just kind of feels invigorating, and like I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but it definitely just feels like not so much with them like not filled in. Obviously I do have like some things in, just like the very basic stuff of the, like basic bones, but that's all I really like planned for this particular week. And then at some point this weekend, I really do need to do my like all of my September spreads. I would say maybe that's something I start working on tonight, but maybe like I just work on the headers for the time being, and then the actual body of my spreads sounds kind of weird, but like I'll probably do the headers soon, because I'm out tomorrow and then I've got work in the evening. I don't know if that's, but to be honest, it will probably be good for me to, you know, get out in the fresh air, just get my body moving, because obviously I have been kind of stuck in the house for the last week. I mean, I haven't started feeling the effects yet, but if like I know that if I don't get out of the house tomorrow, I will start to feel the effects. Next week is September. It's just crazy, and so I think what I might do is like take this last bit of August to film a different vlog. I think I might film actually for my August vlog, because I'm gonna redo some of the content, even though I've got content from like way back. I just don't like any of it, and it feels just so outdated, and it doesn't feel like August at all, like the content that I had previously filmed. Obviously I did film it in August, but it just doesn't, I just don't feel like I want to include it in the actual like final vlog. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna leave this vlog here, because we've had quite a lot of revelations in this vlog. It's just, you know, kind of falling out of a routine, like getting ill, and it's still there, like you can probably still hear it, but yes, I am like still ill. No clue what it is. It's probably just a cough, like I said, it's just like a cold that is just more like focused on my chest, in like my chest, because obviously I'm not used to that. I'm used to like colds, like I'm used to that feeling in my head. This week has definitely been different. It's been interesting vlogging it. I also discovered that I do not have COVID, which I am very, happy about. This week has definitely been a roller coaster because I have now actually been vlogging for the last week because I started last Wednesday. Wow. Okay, so yes, that is going to mark the end of this vlog. I am sorry if it's a bit long, but then are my vlogs really me if they're not long? I just love my long vlogs, don't I? So that is going to mark the end of this vlog. If you enjoyed seeing the roller coaster of my life, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below and ding the bell to be notified every single time I upload. All of my social media links will also be linked down below, along with my personal blog that I should probably write this week's update for. That will be linked down below, along with everything else that I've mentioned in this vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Also, who's loving the full endings of the vlogs again? I'm definitely digging it myself. Just loving it.